Red Dead Redemption 2 at the Sony E3 press conference. That was my bold prediction. I also made a bold prediction about GTA Story DLC at the E3. But yeah, it obviously did not happen, sadly. Here to discuss why Rockstar will probably never be at E3. I mean, we always predict that there's always like rumors going around. Oh, the agent trademark is up again. Maybe it will be shown at Sony. Yeah, it will probably not happen. Here to discuss that with me is Zach Sharps from T5R. Hey, man.
Hey man, it's gonna be an interesting discussion. An interesting
Yeah, yeah,
discussion.
yeah. Yeah, so that was interesting because at the end of the Sony press conference, they showed Days Gone, the new IP from Sony band, and it was a little bit weird because it was announced as the second game, if I can remember correctly,
Yeah.
so after God of War. And then they showed the gameplay at the end, so it was like, why not show it directly after that? So there are rumors going around. Well, directly after the press conference, there was a rumor going around, of course, of the shooting. Yeah, there was like a trailer of Red Dead that was supposed to happen at the end of the Sony press conference, but it involved a guy going into a bar shooting people, and that's, yeah, of course, they didn't want to show that. Well, now I'm here over on Reddit on the Red Dead Redemption page, and it also says a news article where Sony says it never planned to reveal the new Red Dead game. I thought they might do it because if there is a place to announce that game at E3, it's on the Sony stage, because a few years ago during the GTA 5 stuff that was happening, Sony had the big bundles for the game. So if you bought a PS3 with GTA 5, it came in a nice box. It was not some things that retailers thought of, but it was really a GTA thing with Sony, and they did that with PS4 as well. So obviously they also had like the agent thing, their exclusive PlayStation 3 IP from Rockstar, only on PlayStation. Obviously GTA started becoming big on the PlayStation 2. So yeah, it was like it was a good connection between that. But now, also, I thought maybe GTA Story DLC. There are rumors floating around about that. Obviously, there's rumors about a new Red Dead game as well. We saw the map. Some LinkedIn pages suggest that the game is coming. And of course, 2K also said, or Take-Two, always a little bit complicated. But anyway, they said at their financial meeting that Rockstar will announce the game in this financial year. It will not come out before April 2017, but it will be announced. And it said different projects. So that's why I thought, okay, why not say different games? Probably because it's DLC and a new game. So that's where I came from with the bold prediction. Sadly, it did not happen. So Zach, my question for you is, will Rockstar ever show up? Because normally, I mean, why fight with the big guys? Why you can also have your own event? Of course, a Rockstar game will blow everything out of the water, but having your own moment, your own day where nothing else gets announced, it will get even bigger.
I think that honestly it would have made a whole lot of sense for them to show Red Dead 2 at Sony's conference. Do I think they needed to? No, it's Rockstar.
Yeah.
Rockstar is a money-making machine. I mean, you gotta wonder if the FBI is watching them as far as them just printing out money at this point, because they just make a ton of money. And so when it really comes down to it, I think the rumors are really true about the Orlando shooting. If you guys don't know about that, mass shooting happened, the biggest shooting in U.S. history. It was a big tragedy, and Sony was late. They were really, really late. And so that also stirred up rumors of, okay, they probably are actually editing, either trying to edit a new trailer, or they're trying to edit their entire sort of lineup, because, they have all the trailers queued up and whatnot. So they probably had to, mess around with that and sort of order things around. Maybe instead of the Days Gone trailer or gameplay demo being shown at the middle part of the show, maybe now push it to the end, and do a bunch of random reconfiguring. And it really struck me as an odd sort of thing that they didn't show off a Red Dead 2 at E3. They don't need to. If they, like I said in my Sony wrap-up video, if they, release a trailer for that game at midnight on a Monday, they're gonna get millions of views and it's gonna blow up on the internet. There's no way that it wouldn't. They can announce it whenever the hell they want. It's gonna get a lot of eyes on it. And so I think that Rockstar as a whole does what Rockstar wants. I think that the rumors are true that they were planning on possibly showing. I think that Sony's is deflecting because they don't really want to go into too much detail, and that's just sort of what Sony usually does. They usually deny, unless they actually want you to know about something, and that's what they're planning. I mean, that's sort of what these announcements are all about. Sometimes they trickle leaks out to sort of get some public reception. Oh, is this actually going to be good? People going to receive this well? Or is it going to be really, really bad and people are going to really hate this? So the companies do a lot of odd things, and I think that with Rockstar around this time, it makes perfect sense for them not to do it. They don't need to cause any commotion about something that they showed in the trailer. And I think that maybe they're just like, well, maybe we can just put together a better trailer for later, and maybe do our own stream or something along those lines, because Red Dead's going to be a big game. It's just a matter of when is it going to release. I think around midpoint 2017, late 2017 sounds about right to me. I don't think that there's any rush. I think the earliest we'll hear about it is probably going to be either around August, September,
Gamescom,
November.
around that
yeah, around that time makes a lot of sense to me. And I think it is a thing. I really don't think that it's the rumors. There's so much rumors at this point that it has to be a thing, right?
Yeah, obviously. I think so as well, and I think an announcement this year will certainly happen. Also, if we look at Rockstar, they released Grand Theft Auto 5 in 2013. Obviously, they had some remasters and a PC port. Takes a lot of time. The heist mode took some time, but they have different studios. There are people working on this game for a long time, so I would not be surprised if they announced it and it is ready in half a year. I think really it will go that way, because Red Dead now has, and then they will probably maybe announce a remaster as well. So yeah, to get it more hyped up. But to go a little bit back to the Sony press conference, Adam Boyce, you of course know him from Sony. He has been on the stage for some things during press conferences. He said that it's not true that they changed things up and put the Days Gone gameplay at the end, because the length of the content we showed has been locked and unchanged for months. And that's also a little bit interesting. But on the other hand, what did you think of the Days Gone gameplay? Did you think that was a really big reveal at the end, while they showed God of War at the beginning? It was like a little bit of a showstopper, in my opinion. It did not really show that interesting. Obviously, there are people that really liked it. So
it's funny how you use the term showstopper in its literal form, as in like it stopped the show, rather than what it mostly means, that it was like, wow, that was amazing. Because it was a type of sort of moment where you're like, is this the end? Like, why?
Yeah.
Is there has to be something more, because I don't know about you, but as much as that game looks like I'll probably play it, it doesn't look. I would rather have seen like the extended God of War demo at the end.
Yeah,
I thought that would have been way better positioned. So it really seemed odd with how they positioned like the front end and the back end of their show, because it made you feel like there was something more that they left out. And whether that was Red Dead Redemption 2, whether that was something completely different, who knows? But I don't think Sony's telling the truth here. I really don't. And that's just something that we'll just have to wait and find out, if Red Dead's going to be a thing that's going to be announced sooner rather than later, or if it actually was true and we're not going to see a Red Dead Redemption 2 trailer until next year. We'll just have to wait and find out. But if they release something in the next coming months, we'll know that it probably was planned for E3 and they decided to pull it, whether it was for the reasons that we discussed in this video or whether it was for a completely different reason. We'll find out.
You have to imagine that Rockstar, like you said, its use is printing money, and for a big first party company to have them on stage announcing their new game is huge. And I think Sony, last year they had the Final Fantasy VII stuff. They know that it will have a big impact. So it makes a lot of sense for them to be like, Rockstar, please announce it, and we will do the marketing as well, or whatever you do, right? We have a lot of things that we want to do for you if you announce it at our conference. And also 2K said that they were going to be at E3 in a big way. And I mean, they had Mafia, we already knew about. They had the new Civilization game, and a new NBA game, but was that a big way? Did they mean that their booth, which was really cool, was really huge? Did they mean that with a big way? I think that if 2K says they are there in a big way, and they tease at a Rockstar announcement coming soon, that it's like 1 + 1, right? On the other hand, Rockstar really never been at E3 like Blizzard, like Wargaming was, for example, this year. So there are like huge companies that just don't show at E3 because they're more like a community-based, company. And I don't know if that's really true for Rockstar, but anyway, yeah, they've never been at E3. So I think that coming up for example, E3 2017 predictions, we will probably see people predicting that a new GTA game might be announced at E3, but
no.
I think it's safe to say that Rockstar will. I mean, this was like the right chance, even especially like you said, if the new Red Dead game will be announced in 2 months. This was the right time, I think, and also for Sony to have that announcement. So yeah, then they will never do a E3 thing ever again, maybe if they're running really poorly or something like that, but I don't see that happening. Anyway, I think it was a very interesting discussion. Let us know what you think in the comments down below about Red Dead not being at E3, and hopefully we will see it. The same goes for the GTA 5 story DLC, which I still think is coming, but when is the question. Thanks, SexyArps, and of course you can check him out on his channel T5R. We also did a big E3 discussion there, so check that out. Put a link down in the description below. Any closing comment?
No, I mean, when it's announced, I'm buying Red Dead 2, so it's kind of, when are they going to announce it? When am I going to be able to pre-order it?
Yeah, and we are going to play Red Dead Online. I think they will call it something like that, or Red Dead Revolution, Red Dead Redemption Online. We will play that together. I mean, it will be a fun time. Hopefully it comes to PC too for you.
Yep.
But we will see. Maybe later, that they announce that later, just like they do with all their games. It's really weird that it was with GTA 5. It was a question when the game was going to PC. While with GTA 4, they did exactly the same thing. Did not announce the PC version first, and then later it was coming to PC after all. And with GTA 5, they did exactly the same thing. So, but yeah, with Red Dead never came to PC. So
Rockstar does what Rockstar wants.
Yeah, that's like the conclusion of this video, I guess. Thanks a lot, Zach, and I will speak to you guys next time. Goodbye.
Goodbye.